Ladies and gentlemen, today is the 100th episode of the Jack Attack. We've been doing this for 100 days. Actually, more than 100 days, because there were 3 days there was a blackout, and we couldn't do a show. So more than 100 days. Not quite 103, because we've been slipping in extra episodes to catch up, so that way we hit the magic 365 on May 1st, 2013. Yes. If you have not seen the show or anything like that before and you don't know what the hell is going on, I'll tell you what the hell is going on. This is a show where we learn about StarCraft. We learn how to play StarCraft in a very efficient manner by learning all the rules first so that we may break them later. We learn all the things in StarCraft 2 that don't change so that we can easily learn the things that do change later on. These things are mechanics and very basic strategy stuff. So, we've got ourselves a RandoOne. What's going on, RandoOne?
Not much.
RandoOne has been with the show for 1 billion years now. He's actually an old man with a beard at this point in time because he has been on the show for that long. We're going to take a look at some of his replays from this week. So, Rando, you recently went back to level 1. You were up in levels before that. You were up in the level system before that. You went back to level 1 so that you could start incorporating some micro into your play. How's that been going?
It's been going better. I've been at this this is my second week now.
For the, yeah, yep.
Yeah, resetting back to level 1. So,
right.
Still getting a hang of stuff, like micro, when to do this, when to do that,
Cool.
And using cameras.
And using cameras. Cool. So you want to run through which cameras you're using, and while you're at it, run through the control groups that you're using?
I'm just using 4 for my bases. It's JIOP on the core,
Right.
and N as a rally cam.
Cool. Using N for the rally cam. Nice. So using 4 bases and the rally cam. Cool. And then you've got 1 army control group, 1 control group for command centers, and then 1 for barracks, correct?
Yep.
Cool. What are you using for army?
Army, I'm using 9.
9? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And so what kind of opening have you been trying out with the level 1? Have you been doing like a 1 racks expand, or like doing
Yeah, I've been trying.
Going for
2 racks or
racks.
1 racks expand.
Cool. So 2
I
or 1
haven't
racks.
been trying to like 1 base play. I'm always trying to expand as well.
That's good. Well, it's a lot easier to get a higher SQ, for those of you who don't know this, by getting more bases, getting more. And there's the orbital command. Nice. By getting more bases and more income. The higher income is, the more forgiving the SQ is. And we got our Marine out to deny the scout, so he won't know that we're only building Marines. Go ahead and move ahead. Get any fun BM on the ladder this week?
Yeah, sorry?
Have you got any fun BM stories on the ladder this week?
Oh, not really. I guess this one would be the worst of them.
Oh, really?
It's not really BM, but it's just a bit frustrated. Yeah, so I haven't gotten anything really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, me either, actually. I've mostly been running into really nice people, and I'm just like, hey, this is a thing that I'm doing to help improve mechanics. And like, oh, cool, man. And actually, I played a guy that knew about the show today. He's like, oh, yeah, I know you. Cool. And I was like, wow, that's pretty neat.
It's
Pretty snazzy stuff. Nice. So he comes in with his stalkers, but you've got tons of Marines. Fantastic, taking your third base nice and early. There we are. I'm just sort of storming the front. He's got blink and a good concave, so he's gonna overtake you. He's got upgrades? No. No upgrades, but going for the blink. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Money getting in the relative high area. How have you been doing with supply blocks?
They've been pretty good.
Pretty good.
I've only had like, yeah, 1 or 2 major ones during this game.
Cool.
Usually I don't. Or I guess 1 would be the average supply block I would get.
Right. That's pretty good. I mean, 1 supply block per game is pretty low, considering you're just like 1 less supply block and you are running perfect games with no supply blocks at all. Bam!
Yeah, but I'm just making Marines, so it's a lot easier to keep track of it.
Oh, totally. Absolutely. Better to establish the habits to keep track of it now rather than while trying to do a million things at once. So stupid, less the game. Stud Muffin, not really getting the point. Not really getting the point. Nice and easy. Cool. Jack, are you streaming in 1080p? No. If I stream in 1080p, the complaints about lag would be tenfold. I like to avoid those, so... I'm streaming in 720p, so I want to keep it at least HD. And if we can get ourselves a Twitch partnership, we'll be able to stream in all different qualities, so that way people can select their quality, the highest of those being 1080p. But, you know. Lanky Hurdle says, but 720p isn't HD enough. Did Injury already ask? He told me to tell RandoOne to give him his blurb bio. Yeah, we're building little bios about all of the noobs of each day of the week. Has Ninjury told you this yet? No? Yes? No?
No, he hasn't.
Cool.
Yeah. Nope.
So you can just send yours to me, because I don't think Ninjury is on stream right now. But you know, you can just send those to me if you'd like.
Yeah. Okay. I guess so.
Yeah, just sort of basic stuff, so that way you know we're to keep track of what level you're on, what race you play, you know, what you do, you know, anything.
How long my beard grows.
How long your beard is, that's very important. We need beard
Since I
length.
Show.
You know, that's really the important thing that we're going to be looking at here is how long is your beard, and that's really how I pick the noobs. The noob with the longest beard, I always choose. Always choose the long bearded noobs. Cool. We're coming into some stuff. Let's get into the RandoOne cam. Are you presetting all your cameras ahead of time?
Yep. Right when my command center's slapped down, I set the camera key.
Oh no, I mean ahead of time, like before you build your command center, do you set the camera for your base?
Oh, no. I use alt, so it centers on location, right?
Ah, yes, but there is a trick that you can do to set them ahead of time. Ready for this shit? And also, I would suggest doing this just because
yeah, it'd be really helpful. I feel like, oh, did I do that? So I keep doing it twice.
Right,
Three times, kind of.
So what you do is, at the start of the game, right? So you have your orbital command selected, or your command center at that point in time selected, and actually might as well just go ahead and over the front. There we go. For all of you asking this question, thank you very much, Lanky Hurdle. Tell the world about it. Just keep spreading the word. Keep spreading the word. Word of mouth is the most powerful tool that we've got on our tool belt right now. So flex it. Cool. So what you can do is you send your workers to mine and make your SCV, right, and do the rally point. Then you press shift and click on the command center, and then you notice there's nothing selected over here. Then you can go over here, and I'm actually going to press alt right now, and that normally would center, but it's not. You can press alt to all of your bases ahead of time, and then just pop right back in, and yeah, and it'll be all set.
All right.
I would definitely suggest doing that.
Good.
It makes it a lot easier to expand and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's really helpful. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, fuck. I can't remember who thought of that. But they were like, oh, wait, couldn't we do this? And I was like, that is so smart. Because we were trying to find a way around that for a while. We're just like, can you clear the selection? We're like, oh, clear the selection only works when you're an observer. They're like, ah, shit. You know, it's like... But... And you can't shift-click in the wireframe area. You have to make sure you shift-click on the actual object itself. Cool. Build in lots of them mariners. Also, I would, this is something I've been neglecting to do, but I think it's definitely good to get into the habit of doing. Get into the habit of scouting. Just so that, yeah, just with the SCV, I would say, you know, after the supply depot or after the barracks, whichever you feel like doing, whatever you're up to, and just sort of scout. And so that'll really be helpful for you to practice sort of going back and forth between moving a unit and then keeping on top of your building and all that kind of stuff. And it'll ward off things like, oh my god, it's a 6 pool. Okay, I should, you know, make sure I wall off or whatever. Or like, oh my god, he doesn't have anything in his base. Get ready for a proxy. Just basic stuff like that. You don't really have to read too deep into the strategy. Definitely shouldn't spend too much time. Nice, just running there, deal some damage. What were the final supplies? Holy shit, 82 to 36. Crushing it with the stuff. But yeah, don't look for too much, but just sort of keep an eye out on how many bases your opponent has, and stuff like that. And definitely go ahead and put your scout on a hotkey. So that way you can sort of jump back and forth without any issues.
Yeah, I've been doing that with my first Marine. I put him on 0 while the rest of my army's on 9.
Wait, what? What's the rest of your... what?
Sorry, I use my first Marine, kind of like my scout. Right? You told me to attack with it.
Cool.
Yeah, so he's on 0 while the rest of the guys are on 9.
Cool. Yeah, so I would do that same thing, but just do it with the SCV after the supply depot is being built. I would say would probably be a good timing, but or earlier or later if you want, depending. And just sort of look for shenanigans happening, or just sort of general stuff. Just get into the habit of looking at the base, so that way you start to build these things, and you'll be like, oh yeah. I saw they didn't have any gas, and the last time I played against a guy and I saw they didn't have any gas, I got crushed, you know. But not in a conscious way, just sort of absorb it subconsciously and feel it out and continue to be aggressive. Super fast overlords, because we're on time too. Cool. Very nice. And what have your SQs been looking like during the...
I could use some work.
Could use some work? Like 90s area, or...
Yeah, around 90. 90, cool. 80.
90 and 80. Ooh. Let's take a look here. Supplies? Oh, just finishing up. Very nice. I was like, oh, it's going to be a supply block. Not quite. Got a lot of money being saved up right now. Gonna expand with that or what? Let's see. Yes, you are gonna expand with that. Cool. Good stuff. Fantastic. Now let's take a look at your money and let's see if we can scout any issues that happen to be going on. Do you have a set number of barracks that you want to go to after you get your expansion building?
After the second expand, I usually get around 8, maybe less.
Wow. If you go for less, your SQ will probably be better because you can get a faster third up. Or is that what you mean? 8 after the third?
No, before the third.
Oh.
I guess, yeah, I should use less, right?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. Basically, the way it's going to work is if you get orbital command, wonderful. If you get less barracks, that just means you can expand sooner, and you can always build those barracks afterwards. And you're going to be pretty safe to pretty much everything, as long as you're macroing well. But yeah, I would go to like maybe 6 or 4 or something like that.
Okay.
Just make sure that you're constantly building out of them. It's pretty easy to just make tons of barracks. That way you don't have to have as excellent macro to worry about anything because you can just hold down that button. But yeah, try to bring that count down a little bit. See if you can get the third up a little bit earlier. That's definitely going to help you. What do you call it? Look at the eyeballs on that guy. That's going to help you get the SQ up a little higher. Again, income, higher income is definitely incentivized in the SQ area. Whoops. And if after the show someone could tell me the proper way to shut off Skype alerts like that in the corner, that would be great. So you got your supply going down. Yeah, man, you seem pretty much in line with this level 1 stuff. We got a battle going on. Let's take a look at where you're looking. And let's make sure that money is... Oh, is that a fungal growth? Let's go back and see that again. Cool. And into the world of RandoOne. Cool. Oh, also, I would highly suggest the use of your idle worker key to build depots. Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Cool.
It usually just... Actually, I don't hit the idle worker button. I just kind of click the button in the side.
Oh, okay.
I should probably be using the hotkey, though.
Yeah. I would definitely use the hotkey. Man, getting crushed by those infestors.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Once in a while, you're going to get someone who doesn't control their infestors very well, and you'll be able to beat the player who goes infestor baneling against your marine only, and it'll be very satisfying. Almost as satisfying as beating a Colossusing player with slow Zerglings. That's that's a particularly satisfying feeling that I think maybe can't be topped, probably.
Yeah. I've been focusing on trying to deny the third of his when he gets it. If you notice.
That's a good idea. That's definitely a good idea. Especially if
in the previous games. I haven't been watching the third expansion go up.
Yeah. Also, I would keep a marine on each watchtower that aren't in the control group, so they don't move when you move your army.
Additional supply depots.
Yeah, and killing creep tumors. I actually didn't even think about that. Spread out. Nice.
I saw the infestors kind of scared me off.
No, that's good. That's good. No, that was a good move. With the infestors, if you stay spread out, those fungals aren't going to do nearly as much damage, and the infestors will not be cost efficient. I don't know why he's running away from you right now, but what have you. Cool, and you've got... There we go. We got a little moment there, and you've got 1K in the bank. Let's take a look. We've got our barracks. We've got triple Qs in the barracks, in the Rexes. We've got SCV production going on over here, but not over here, which is sort of interesting. Did this just finish being an orbital or something like that? Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes I forget to keep my third.
I would definitely probably expand and go ahead and drop more racks and all that jazz. Try to drop your extra barracks before you move out, so that way you can just macro while you're moving out. Make it a little bit easier. Also going to need the supply. Yeah. So this is an issue that a lot of players run into. Is that go into a battle, the micro begins to happen, and then you look back and you have, like, you know, 1k minerals or 2k minerals or something like that. I would say that the best way that I've found to fix that problem is to attach it to something. Attach the idea of spending your money to something with regards to the specific area that you're in. So in this case, your issue is spending your money while you're in a battle. So whenever you're in a battle, I want you to look at your money, no matter what. So if you're in a battle, look at your money. Whenever you micro, look at your money. And if your money is high, well then, you know, spend it. So try to work on that this coming week, really specifically. Just, I'm in a battle, I'm looking at my money. I'm in a battle, I'm looking at my money.
Okay. It's kind of tough when investors are right there and you want to spend your money, but you don't want to get killed.
Also, the other thing that you can do that's really going to help you out a lot is practice your individual. Oh God, does that ever hurt?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh God. Another really good way to sort of deal with this issue of multitasking. Keep in mind that you want to make both things that you're doing as easy and reflexive as possible. So you should be building you should definitely be building depots right now. These two guys over here went from building depots to building racks. I would definitely say continue building depots. You may or may not run into some issue over here.
Yeah, because I lost a chunk of marines, so I thought I didn't need them. But I forgot I had so many barracks.
Yeah, oh totally. So just make sure that you're reacting to the proper things. You're not saying, oh, there's this situation, so this is probably true. All you have to do is look up to know whether it's true or not, you know? So make sure you're always reacting as far as, do I need supply depots? Look at the number and you will know, right, if you need them. You'll probably find that a lot of times the reason why you should have built a supply depot instead of a barracks a lot of the times. So in the same way, whenever you're building a barracks, look at your supply. Right? So whenever you're in a battle, you make sure you spend your money, and whenever you're building barracks, look at your supply. Because those I find happen very often. Random Marines running around in a circle over here, some sort of pathing issue. Cool stuff. But yeah, so get into a micro trainer or get into like a unit tester with a friend, and work on your Baneling versus Marine micro splitting. You know, there are a bunch of different ways to do it. The patrol split is really really popular, but you should just try and figure out your own style. The basic micro tactics that you want to be able to execute with the Marine are splitting against anything, just random sort of splitting kind of a thing, different splitting techniques, as well as patrol splitting against Banelings. So what you do is you grab a group of guys and have them patrol away. So that way, basically, you split, but then if the Banelings change targets, the Marines that were splitting and the target is not them anymore start coming back and dealing the damage and stuff like that. And stutter step. So you work on your different splits of your Marines and your stutter step micro, specifically. So that way when you have to split or when you have to stutter step micro, it's not, oh man, what am I doing? And you have to spend your focus and thinking on splitting. You're just sort of like, oh yep, I've done this a billion times, I know exactly what to do, and it just happens. You don't think about it. Like oh yeah, look, infestors, split up, cool. So it definitely suggests doing a little bit more micro focus practice, like spend an hour just doing one specific type of micro in a unit tester, whether it be splits or stutter step or whatever you would like to do. Do that. Are you hitting 2 locations at once? I saw you do it before. This might be a pathing.
I'm doing this all the time because I don't want to face the infestors head on.
Yep, and that's a really smart move to do. Nice and easy to do. It forces your opponent to tax their multitasking, and you are denying the shit out of this third. Wow. Let's take a look. Yeah, look, 1,500. On all, he's never mined from any of these mineral patches at all. Nice. Dealing the damage, getting out. Canceling the third, getting out. Let's take a look at how he's doing. He's totally mined out in his main. Oh no. Oh, there's a secret mineral patch behind the Greater Spire. Secret mineral patch. There it is. 12. And he's gonna go for the third again. Reens alone does not win a game. Really? That's very interesting. Because it does. Well, actually, I guess that's not true. Marines alone doesn't win the game. But if you have Marines and excellent mechanics, you can win tons of games. This is like Broodlord Infestor, though. Should be able to crush you. Check out this guy. Looks like he's got his Infestors on a control group and his Broodlords on a control group. Got some queens, and then he's so this is actually pretty cool. He's got actually 3 different control groups for his army, which is pretty uncommon. That's really cool. This guy. What league players, by the way, have you been facing this week?
Diamond and Platinum.
Wow.
I think
Diamond and Platinum.
Yeah, this guy was Platinum.
That's pretty awesome, man. My Terran level 1 account has just started to hit into the Diamond players right now. Are you, have you been promoted to Platinum
actually,
or?
No, yeah, I'm Platinum right now, but
cool.
That's like one of the first times I hit a Platinum player. Or sorry, Diamond player.
Right. Cool. And continuing to deny these expansions. Awesome. Totally awesome. The Broodlords are all alone if you only had a bunch of Marines to kill them with. Oh, come on.
Oh,
come on. The Infestors are nowhere to be seen. Come on. Oh, and there are the Infestors to save the day. Looks like you're going to kill one Broodlord at least. One Broodlord. Base race time? Is this time for a base race? Because it looks like he's got nothing over here. Looks like it's about time for a base race. And your buildings lift off, so love being a Terran in a base race. Make sure you re-rally, and make sure you don't re-rally only with your control group. Make sure you re-rally by section, so these guys should be re-rallied somewhere else.
Yeah.
Cool. We're going for the base race. Cool. Let's look at the army supplies. Army supply. Looks like it's 103 to 70. Not so much. Cool. And you actually have a quite substantial army here. If you can wait until the Broodlords get vulnerable, you should be able to kill them off. Hopefully that happens. But you never know. Cool. Good stuff, and it looks like he's not... Oh, here we go. Make sure you target him. This is sort of like a stutter step micro in its own, sort of like a stutter step trying to kill the Broodlords. You want to just move up and then click. So it's all right clicks. So you have your group, you move up and you click, you target fire one, you move up, you target fire one, move up, target fire one. Like that kind of a thing is gonna get you the most Broodlord kills. Unless someone has figured out a better way, in which case, cool, very interesting. Tell me about it, please. What in the hell? Oh no, your army got killed? Wait, when did that happen? What in the fuck? Did he kill you with
Yeah,
links?
I was a little confused too when I was playing this game. I wasn't watching it. I think it's banelings?
Oh. That's something that definitely makes sense. Oh, there goes one of them. Oh no. Okay, alright, okay. Alright. I might have done one too many times. Okay, cool. So you're in the base. You're killing stuff in the base. And he's got banelings. Oh, he's got banelings. They're not watching. Here come the banelings. Where they go the banelings? Oh my god, they're gonna blow up. Oh man. That is rough. That is rough. With more micro, you definitely could have won this game. But overall, pretty good stuff. Just get those couple of things down. Get those couple of things down. So, work on your micro specifically in a couple of games. I'm gonna skip this last replay and go right into a live game if you're available.
Yeah, sure.
Let's jump into the Jack Attack channel and you got a shot. If someone would like to play against RandoOne, just type it in the chat. I would like to play against RandoOne. And we can see if we'll be able to implement some of those tweaks. Especially the setting the cameras up ahead of time. Action will be very nice. And we'll see if we can get that working out for you. It's interesting. Blizzard maps. No content found. Ah, now it's on all. Fantastic. Cool. I already said the password, guys. I'm waiting. No. I already said password. Wait, what's the password? I would like to play against RandoOne. Commander's got it. Hey, there we go. Very nice. Cool. Cool. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get started up. Yep, definitely. Everybody, change your passwords. There was breach in security with Blizzard, so definitely change all of your passwords for all of the accounts. I'm sure you all have. Ugh. Jack thought you was gonna do something to Skype. Yeah, if anyone knows how to get rid of these little messages that pop up in the corner of the screen, after this game, let me know. Cool. I am level 1 as well. Cool. Macro versus macro. May the greatest... One second. May the greatest macro of all be victorious. Fantastic. Commander. In the cage. Oh man, I can't remember all the rest of them. Good day, Commander. I can't remember the rest of the battle cruiser quotes from Brood War. Man, those are so good. I love that one. Tools, options, notifications, untick all. Hell yeah. Lanky Hurdle is a boss. Cool, let's go into RandoOne cam mode. You set those cameras already?
Yep.
Nice. Pretty easy?
Yeah.
Very good. Skill acquired. Achievement unlocked. Alright, so...
SCV ready.
Nice, and send the scout out. Good, 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 good.
Don't fall off.
Already walled off. Really wall off. Cool. So you know basically whatever. I would keep use of that scout. Don't just send him back home. In any way you feel is a good way. Hello, wonderful people, says Ninjari. Cool, Ninjari's in the chat. I would not postpone the orbital to get this expansion in the future.
Oh. Oh man, I thought I clicked it.
That's okay. You need to get that second depot up too. You know this is macro versus macro. Why did he burn the extra minerals for a scout? Having a scout is still useful in macro versus macro to some extent. I know I've said contrary before, but I've changed my tune. Because knowing when your opponent expands is a big indicator of whether you want to be powering up or building more units. Things like that. You want to know when your opponent is moving out as well. So if you can know when your opponent is moving out and expanding, that can definitely give you a big advantage, especially in macro versus macro. So I need to learn the Korra, but I think I'm too stubborn. Is that a bad thing? Yes. Stubbornness is going to cause you all kinds of negative emotions in your life. Never mind StarCraft. Why not use StarCraft to improve that, to work on your stubbornness, and try to make it go away. Nice, very good, very good. I go into the game and I'm like, right, let's learn these hotkeys. 2 missed hotkeys later, like, fuck this, I'm going back to my way. Yeah, if you're going to do the core, I would really suggest starting yourself off using the levels as well, and starting off at level 1 and just slowly sort of inching your way forward with it. And you get to catch up on your mechanics as well, so it's kind of like a double win. Trying to learn them all at once is really annoying. Oh, also, there's a hotkey trainer that you can use to train the hotkeys separately if you would rather do that instead of like play games and feel lost and stuff. There's Sir Psycho Mantis created a trainer, a hotkey trainer, which you should go ahead and check out. I think the link is in the core OP. If it's not, then I'm not doing my job very well. Woo! Is Rando here? Yes, Rando is playing. I already told him, Ninjari. I already told him. Can't do the core with my hand and my keyboard. Pushing Control plus Shift is not possible for me. OGS. Oh wait, OG Slinky. If you find any problems with it, tell me, says Sir Psycho Mantis. Fantastic. OG Slinky. Have you tried... Slinky. We'll call you Slinky. Awesome. Have you tried moving your hands over to KOP open bracket instead of JIOP? Is that easier for you to press the Control and Shift at the same time? Because we're working on making versions like that. For people with keyboards and hands that it's more comfortable to do that with. Wait, what did I say with a touch of roll in the eye in my voice? I play in Masters though, and NA I enjoy laddering, not playing AI, so I don't really get to learn it well. Yeah, you'd have to get a Smurf account. or just deal with having a tanked ladder ranking. This is a really great time to stop caring about the ladder. Stop caring about your ladder ranking. I'm mainly on EU and demoted myself to bronze, so I might as well learn it there. Oh, totally. Yeah, that's perfect opportunity. Nice. Oh man, that was a nice little juke, Rando. Very nice.
Additional supply depots required.
Oh no, the supply depot.
Additional supply depots required.
Oh.
Oh, you got two on the way.
Additional supply depots required.
Or did you just build those?
Should have been a bit earlier.
A little bit early. Oh, those should have been those guys.
Yeah.
Still got one idle SCV somewhere. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, that's a sweet way to check your... Oh. That's pretty cool, man. Nice. You know he's taking expansion, so it's a good time to attack. Hopefully that'll work out well for you. It's gonna be...
I don't think so.
I don't... No, he's got the concave. He's got more units. Be a good time to get that, idle worker into a better position. And there we go. Nice, keep dropping those supply depots, man. Non-stop. Once 2 are done, you build 2 more. Actually, at this point, once 3 are done, you build 3 more.
Additional supply.
Oh, you just started building that commencer. Never mind. 2 at a time would be very nice. I feel bad though playing against bronze players.
Additional supply depots required.
Is this on ladder or do they just play 1v1? No, this is live. This is happening now. Commander versus RandoOne. In the flesh, if you will. It's actually happening. I would drop more barracks, man. Ooh. It's already got a 3rd. More barracks. Get a lot more money. You need to spend that money now. There you go. There you go. Keep building those. Oh, do you see that? You see that new minimap?
Oh man,
Base is under attack.
Nice, he's sending you only a little bit at a time to kill, so that's a nice little present for him. Oh god, but he's out macroing the shit out of you. Oh man.
Base.
Oh god, don't suicidal Marines! Re-rally! Oh! Those guys up. Get on top of the production structures, that's the key. If you get on top of this production structures, you can come back. Uh-oh. Oh. Now he's doing that to you. Nice, nice. Bad rally. Gotta make advantage of that bad rally. Get on top of those production structures. The bunch of production structures. Oh man, I think he's got you. Send the SCVs! It's the last traffic! In the future, I would go up the ramp a little bit sooner for those guys. Nice little Rambo scout, though, man. That proved to be pretty valuable. That's what you want to be, man. You want to be right up in there. So that way, as soon as one Marine comes out, you just kill it instantly. And they never get to deal any damage. Trying to kill those barracks at the low ground is not very valuable.
yeah, alright.
Alright, GG. Cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff, though. Excellent stuff. So keep working on that stuff. Get used to sending that scout in and just collecting information. Don't spend too much time thinking about what it means yet. Just sort of collect it and start feeling it out. Cool. Corey is a fucking lifesaver. Interesting. I don't know what happened, but... Just used it a few times and couldn't think of a workaround for control push shift. Slinky. Are you using the correct side of the keyboard? Like, you should be pressing control and shift with your thumb. Jack, she fixed my problem. Fantastic. Very glad she fixed your problem. Cool. That about wraps it up for us here at the Jack Attack. I'll take a question, if there are any questions from the chat. The chat is right here. This is where the chat is. I'm pointing to the actual chat right now, and it's actually pointing to the chat. Love that shit. You should check SQ. Good fucking point, huh? Let's find out who won the SQ battle. 247. Ooh, Rando.
Yeah.
Rando. So we've got 247, 1346. 111 SQ. 247, 1346. 111 SQ for the commander, and for RandoOne we have 436, 1140. '81 SQ. Double win for the commander. Congratulations, commander. Shame on you, RandoOne. I'm a silver. I'm a silver. Stupid question. Why the wrist straps? These are therapeutic gloves that increase blood circulation and keep my hands warm while I'm playing. So that way I can play longer and stronger and better and faster and harder and all that other good stuff. Cool. Fantastic. Wonderful. Great. Son of a bitch. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you, RandoOne, for hanging out. Is there anything else you would like to say before we close the show?
Nope. That's all. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right. See you guys later.